Hi, friends. How are you? It is Thursday. It is Thursday, May 29th. Boy, has this month flew by. I mean, started things off rather quiet in May, and then we went on over to New York, Charleston, Martha's Vineyard, Bermuda, and we have a lot to look forward to, at least over the next few days. So more and more people continue to kind of file in here as we welcome you to another Sail with Seth Live. 4 o'clock out here on the West, so 7 o'clock on the East. Let me know where you are watching from. Let me know what's going on where you are so we could chat and we could show up here and hope all is well. All right. So good to see you, Kathy, from New York. And so many of you continue to come on through, at least within the next couple of minutes, that I would love to chat with you. I'm going to chat with you all about what we had experienced on our cruise. Also from our Cerulean Circle, which is our new frequent traveler program. I can't wait to share with you all the details on that. I debuted it on our recent celebrity cruise, and we'll talk much more about that coming up here, answer any of your questions, and of course, talk much more about a new 2026 trip that we have coming up just around the corner. So again, good to see so many of you that are watching from all across the country and even north of the border as well. Always good to have our Canadian friends here too. So as we launch on into our Sail with Seth Live, I want to share with you a little video that Joy put together here, our social media manager, from our amazing trip that we just experienced here on board Celebrity Silhouette that left out of New Jersey, that went on into Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, the weather wasn't fantastic, but I will tell you, the smiles and the laughs, they continued, just as if the skies were sunny. Take a look at this awesome time that we had on board Celebrity Silhouette in Charleston, Martha's Vineyard, and in Bermuda. We'll be right back. It really was an awesome trip, and now I know that I'll be in the background here, so we've got to change a little bit of a background. But bottom line is, we had the trip, we had an amazing time, and whether you saw a full screen of things or not, I'll tell you this, we really did have so much fun. Again, the weather was horrid. I mean, really, I don't think that there are any other words for it. Martha's Vineyard, only a chunk of us got off of the ship because the tenders couldn't really go back and forth easily. So some of us missed out on the tour there. Charleston, it didn't stop raining, it didn't seem like. And then in Bermuda, we had some sunshine. But again, we were kind of in that shoulder season of things. And no matter what the weather was going to be like, it really was a lot of fun, no matter, even dealing with the rain, and kind of got comical at times as well. But that's a little bit about what we were doing in May. And now we're wrapping things up as we launch our exciting trips for the upcoming summer. So, of course, into June, July, into August, and even towards the end of the year as well. But I wanted to show you all of our smiling faces here as we got together in the Sky Lounge. And if you Look at Marianne there, who is sitting on her husband's lap. Just right above Marianne is my mom, who had a great time meeting so many of our friends on board. We had a great time. I know I keep saying it, but all the smiles kind of really, so many laughs, not much in the way of, just so much fun to be had, really. So we had one of our biggest groups yet, and I can't wait to return to Bermuda. So that's a little sneak peek of what I might have for you in store here as we round out this presentation. So stick close. I'll talk much more about 2026 here coming up in just a bit. And I love how Jackie says, we made our own fun despite the weather. And it is so true. So true. So yeah, good to see so many of our friendly faces here that continue to come trip after trip. Hey, talking about trip after trip, again, there are some availability on our trips as we focus in on the end of the year and the end of summer as well. So our 2025 calendar for June takes us into Norway. That trip is sold out. Our Venice trip is also sold out, but all eyes on our Alaska cruise tour. And that is for August of this year. August 29th is when we leave from Vancouver. There are 2 spots that I have to fill by tomorrow. So tomorrow I will lose it. They are not for sale anywhere else. So if you are interested in the Alaska cruise tour, please let us know ASAP. There are some great deals to be had. There are 2 rooms left. There are 2 balcony rooms left that I have for sale. Again, Celebrity will take those from my inventory tomorrow night. So I've got to sell those 2 rooms in order to hold on to that. Not for sale to the public in the sense that the cruise tour is fully sold out. So I have the last 2 cabins on that, Vancouver to Fairbanks, 7 nights Vancouver, and then 6 nights on land from Seward up to Fairbanks. Again, that's August 29th of this year. The James Beard Foundation, also known as the JBF. The JBF is the official cruise line of Windstar Cruises. And if you have been on Windstar, you know that this is a fantastic brand and they bend over backwards for me. And I love to support those who want to do business with travel advisors. So once again, the JBF Cruise, James Beard Foundation Foodie Cruise is October 7th. We'll give you 1 night free in the Fairmont, as well as a lot of other perks that you will get as a Sail with Seth exclusive. There are 4 rooms on that one, and that cruise takes us from Montreal, Canada to New York City. So once again, that is a fantastic cruise, October 7th to October 19th. Montreal, Canada, we've got 3 overnights on that cruise. And on those 3 overnights, we have Quebec City, we have Portland, Maine, and New York City. So it really is going to be a great one. And then Cuba, it's our first land-only trip. And we're going to Cuba. A lot of people cannot even travel to Cuba, but I've worked with a company that is going to take us, just us, our exclusive Sail with Seth group to Havana. We'll all meet in Miami. Then we're going to fly to Havana together. And in Havana, we'll have 4 nights there. We'll have several nights in Cienfuegos, as well as Trinidad and the Bay of Pigs. So again, that trip is a Sail with Seth exclusive. If you've always wanted to go to Cuba, I have solo rates available for that specific trip. And that does leave in November. A great time to go to Cuba. We will be met with the great tour guides. Everything is legal. Everything is 100% on par to have an amazing time. And once again, that is an exclusive Sail with Seth tour that will take us for 7 nights across the great country of Cuba. So once again, that is Cuba Land Tour on November 3rd. There are 2 rooms left on that. So again, love to hear where you are coming in from. So chime in, let me know what you want to see and where you want to go as a Sail with Seth trip. We love that you are a part of things. And I'll talk much more about our 2026 trip coming up here in a moment. But I do want to focus in on the newest addition to Sail with Seth, and that is our Cerulean Circle. Cerulean Circle is our frequent traveler program. There are a lot of frequent traveler programs out there. And here at Sail with Seth, we wanted to make sure that ours was just as great and just as grand as some of the others. So I want to get your opinion. I want to know what you think of our program. And the more you cruise, the more perks that you continue to get. We are working on finalizing and putting all of our Cerulean Circle members, which is every single one of you that have sailed with me from January of 2023 all the way until now. And I know that there are so many of you that keep on coming back. So I want to reward you, and I want to give you some different perks on being a loyal Sail with Seth guests and bringing, of course, more and more of those Sail with Seth guests in. So once again, we call it the Cerulean Circle, and this is something that the Sail with Seth team has really taken pride in doing. I mean, I will tell you, this is something that I, as well as Mariah and Joy, have worked with. We have researched different things, and we want to continue to be loyal to you as you are loyal to us. So the number one question I think you might have is, why is it called Cerulean? And it's called the Cerulean Circle because the color cerulean conveys a sense of calm and clarity. And that's something that I want you to enjoy when you are out on a Sail with Seth trip. It's reminiscent of the bright blue hues of the sky reflecting on the surface of the sea. And of course, Sail with Seth, of course, doing river and ocean cruisings. And we're expanding into land options like the Cuba trip as well. So we want that sense of calm and clarity along the way. Let me be stressed out for a bit and make sure that you have the calmness and the serenity, because I'm there with you every step of the way. And that's what makes Sail with Seth so special, because I get to live these memories with you. And along the way, if there are issues or problems that arise, and you know that there have been on some of our trips, I take care of it and we are good to go there. So once again, the Cerulean Circle, all about that sense of calm and all about that sense of clarity. So where do we start from here? Well, we have different levels of the Cerulean Circle, and they are the colors of the ocean. So we start off with aqua, we go to turquoise, we have teal, we have blue, and then we have navy. So once again, the Cerulean Circle encompasses the colors of the water, and the Cerulean Circle has 5 different levels that you can be a part of. So with that said, we're going to start things off with aqua. This starts on your second Sail with Seth cruise. So your second Sail with Seth cruise until the 5th Sail with Seth cruise, we give you early access to deals. Okay, so those early access to deals will come via an email that is specific to our Sail with Seth Cerulean Circle members. So you will be first to know any kind of deals that will be given to you. You will have priority waitlist, and there are several of our trips that have waitlist. If you are a part of the Cerulean Circle, the higher you are in that circle, the higher you go up on our waitlist. So if you are interested in a future trip and it happens to sell out, we will put you on that wait list. But once again, as you accrue your points and your points are going to your trips, the higher you are in the Cerulean Circle, the higher you are on the wait list. Everyone starting June 1st will receive a birthday surprise. So if your birthday is in June, you will be receiving a birthday surprise. And all of this kicks off in June. And we are working with our supplier to get custom luggage tags. So those custom luggage tags will be engraved with our logo on it and your name. And if you have sailed with me on your second cruise or even greater than that, you will receive a luggage tag. Again, date is TBD on when you will receive that luggage tag, but do know that it is coming your way. Again, that is aqua, and everything does backdate. So I do want to let you know that if you've been sailing with me from January of 2023 up until now, we are putting together our list, and we will email you next week and let you know where you fall under the Cerulean Circle and what category that you are in. So we go from aqua and then we land in turquoise. This is going from your 6th through your 10th Sail with Seth trip. And this gives you early access to deals. You have a priority wait list as well, but higher up. And then you do get your birthday surprise. In addition, we will give you $25 off your concierge fee per person. We will give you off a $25 discount on any private shore excursion that you will be doing. Again, this is for your next Sail with Seth cruise. If you've already previously purchased a shore excursion, then we're not backdating it. However, we will offer that to you on your following Sail with Seth cruise that you have. So $25 off your concierge fee, $25 off a private shore excursion, and a Sail with Seth t-shirt when you reach turquoise. So once again, we'll backdate that, and the gifts will likely come out to you towards the latter half of summer. So I do want to let you know that with all the travels that we have coming up, the Sail with Seth team is still looking at that, but we'll place their orders and we'll once again give you those prizes in the sense of your luggage, your custom luggage tag, your t-shirt, and the list goes on towards the latter half of summer. So that brings us to our third circle tier, and that is teal. And your teal is 11 to 15 trips. That is also going to give you your early access to your deals, your priority wait list, the surprise on your birthday, $50 off your concierge fee, $50 off a private shore excursion, one free specialty lunch per cruise. So if you're on board a cruise that offers specialty dining, I will cover one of your lunches for free. So again, that is one lunch for your cruise if it is offered on board. And you'll receive an updated Sail with Seth backpack. This is not the standard Sail with Seth backpack. This is an elevated Sail with Seth backpack that is embroidered with our logo, and it's a name brand. So I don't want to reveal the name brand yet, but it is a name brand that you are going to be familiar with. And that is going to be your Sail with Seth backpack when you reach teal. Again, this is going from aqua to turquoise. We're at teal. And then some of our higher levels are blue. And blue is 16 to 24 trips. We give you that early access to deals, the priority wait list, the birthday surprise, as well as the following. The following is one free private shore excursion, one free specialty dinner per cruise, an on-board VIP event, and a Sail with Seth toiletry bag when you reach blue. So once again, blue is 16 to 24 trips, and that is going to give us access to the following that you do see on your screen there. And then the last circle tier that we have, at least as of right now, is Navy. Navy is going to get you a waived concierge fee. It's going to give you 2 free private shore excursions, 2 free specialty dinners per cruise. You're going to receive an onboard VIP event and gift. You're going to receive a choice of your Sail with Seth gear when you reach Navy. And that choice could be a jacket, could be a vest, could be a hat, whatever's in the catalog. You get to pick it out and we will embroider it for you once you reach Navy, as well as complimentary round trip transfers, whether it be through the cruise line or a private taxi that will pick you up and drop you off. I will cover those charges. So once again, that is our different levels of Cerulean Circle. I want to hear what you think about our Cerulean Circle and our different levels. Once again, aqua, turquoise, teal, blue, and navy. You will be receiving a PDF that kind of explains all of our perks that come along with the different circles, as well as the level that you are currently in. We will be sending out those emails next week, along with a PDF that does explain everything to you. And if you have any questions on that, please feel free to reach out to us here at Sail with Seth. We will certainly keep you posted on that. But it is just a little token of my appreciation and our appreciation on behalf of Mariah and Joy that you continue to sail with us and that continue to bring in new friends into the Sail with Seth community. Because like I keep saying, without you, I wouldn't be here. And we really, truly thank you so much. And we want to make a difference. Group travel is something that I am very passionate about. As you know, if you are new here and you don't know about Sail with Seth, well, welcome to our community. What's stopping you? Come on in and come on into our website at sailwithseth.com. If you click on cruises, there you'll find our new cruises that we continue to add, as well as what we have on the table already. So once again, we want you to come in. We want you to be a part of our community. And the best part about Sail with Seth is you could do everything with the group, or you can do nothing at all. So whatever you want to do, and I am there every single step of the way to make sure that your vacation and your holiday is like no other. So again, you don't have time to waste to stand in time or guest relations. You don't have time. Let me do all of that for you. And that is the reason why Sail with Seth is successful, at least as of now, and continues to be so because we have you to thank. So thank you for all of that. I do love the Cerulean Circle. I can't wait to institute all of this with you and to see where it grows. I mean, yes, Navy's our last stop right now, but again, the ocean, as we know, is bottomless in a way, right? So with that said, the sky's the limit that we can continue to launch a successful program and a successful Sail with Seth business. There are definitely going to be some changes, not necessarily just some good changes, some expansion changes that I do want to launch with you here. And we've got some fun things in the works. But as of right now, that's what we've got for you, again, in our Cerulean Circle. We'll slowly add that to the website, but do look for that PDF and look for that email on your current level that will be sent to you. But for any of you that are watching, and I know a lot of you are, that are going on your second plus Sail with Seth cruise, if you've completed your second cruise, then you are in our Cerulean Circle. It's our second cruise all the way through, and you will be receiving that luggage tag toward the latter half of summer. So I'm really excited to see so many luggage tags on all of the different members of our program. So I love it. Cerulean Circle just kind of flows off the tongue, and I can't wait to kind of institute it more with all of my friends. All right, so all eyes on our next trip that we're going to be announcing here, and this is going to be in 2026. Again, there's not much room on the calendar to add another trip into 2026, but it is going to be right after our Great Lakes cruise. So once again, we are in Milwaukee. We go from Toronto to Milwaukee on one of the most, I would say, unique trips that Sail with Seth has ever done when it comes to itineraries. Okay, we're going to go from Toronto, we're going to go to Milwaukee, and we're going to see Niagara Falls. We're going to be seeing the different communities that dot the Great Lakes, and be able to say that we physically were in all 5 Great Lakes. So it's really going to be a great trip, and more on that at sailwithseth.com/cruises. But in the meantime, we launch another 2026 trip because it was so successful, and we had 100% success rate. A 100% success rate. Yes, you heard us right. Joy is kind of taking all of that data and we'll post it. We had so many great responses to Bermuda, and knowing that the weather wasn't always on par there, everyone said that they would return on a Sail with Seth cruise. So that takes us into Bermuda for 2026. We do have a couple of options for you in Bermuda. And I will tell you this, that Bermuda is one of those places that if you've never been before, I will say to you that it is one place that is not like anywhere you've been, in the sense that it has that British feel to it, but it's smack dab in the middle of the Atlantic. It's clean, the people are friendly, and there are plenty of things to do on the island. And that's why Celebrity is going back next year to Bermuda, and they will continue to dock at King's Wharf. And you have a lot of options that will take you across the island. You can go north to St. George. You can go over to Hamilton. You could do the dockyard, which is Royal Naval Dockyard, and everything in between. So yes, it really is going to be a great trip. But we're also going to be mixing it in with New York City. So let me tell you a little bit about the details. If you are interested in this trip, please go ahead and follow the scroll there at the top of your, or at the bottom of your screen, and you can email Mariah for more information. She's standing by right now. So email us, Seth@sailwithseth.com. She will send you over an e-brochure with pricing on our Bermuda cruise. There are bonuses that we are adding into the Bermuda cruise, such as a drink package as well as Wi-Fi. So we have that included in the cost. We have 3 different categories that we are going to be launching as well. But keep in mind, the cruise is only going to visit Bermuda. So when we're talking about an itinerary, it's you leave New Jersey out of Bayonne. It's a day at sea. We're in Bermuda for 3 overnights. That's 3 overnights. And then we have 2 days at sea, and then we are back into New Jersey. So it gives our East Coast friends a very easy way to get to the port, but it also gets our West Coast friends over to the East Coast, and also an opportunity to enjoy New York City. So here's what we've got planned for you. We have 3 nights in New York City. Yes, we are doing the whole thing. We're going to be going to Broadway, and we are going to be staying right in the heart of Manhattan. So that's 3 nights in New York City. 7 nights on board Celebrity Silhouette. Now, you might be asking, where does the pricing come in for New York? Well, the pricing for New York isn't out yet because it's not right now available for next summer. But I've got my bids out and we're slowly hearing back from different hotels. So the New York City pricing, along with Broadway shows and all of that, will debut here later on this summer. But the cruise pricing is out already, and it is available on your e-brochure, which you can email us at seth@sailwithseth.com. Once again, seth@sailwithseth.com is where you want to get your pricing for Bermuda and New York City. It is right after our Great Lakes cruise. So again, for your brochure, seth@sailwithseth.com. So what are we doing in New York? We are going to be doing everything that New York City has to offer, plus we will see 2 different Broadway shows, okay? So you have the option to just come to New York and hang with us, and we'll set it up for you, and we'll guide you through New York, and it'll be A-okay. Or you could just do the cruise to Bermuda. Or why not do both? I mean, enjoy a couple of days in New York City, and then what we're going to do is we will hop on board Celebrity Silhouette, and then we will come back to New Jersey and then wrap things up there. So once again, a total of 10 nights with 3 nights in New York City itself, and then 7 nights on board Celebrity Silhouette. Again, if you're interested in this trip at all, please go ahead and send us an email at seth@sailwithseth.com. Again, seth@sailwithseth.com for an e-brochure, and then we will go ahead and send you over that brochure. So I would love to see as many of you as possible on that for this specific trip. Again, this is coming out of New York City. This is going to be on Celebrity Silhouette, and we will be going to Bermuda as well. There is a lot to look forward to into 2027 as well. We're just dotting the I's and crossing the T's on some of our contracts that we have with the cruise lines. And once we do that, I will continue to bring you updated and let you know what we are going to be looking at for 2027. Our 2027 trip, which we have one right now, and that is for Japan, is literally almost sold out. We have a good chunk of that ship, and I can't wait for that. My favorite country. And I can't wait to show you all that trip in 2027 into Japan. But that one is almost sold out. We will continue to add more and more trips into the mix as availability becomes more and more out there. And again, you know me, I tried to negotiate for our single clients, our solo clients, as well as our double occupancy clients, just to get as much as we possibly can to all of the different places that we continue to go. So spread the love, continue to spread the love here with Sail with Seth. I do want to have you, as a part of the community, please let me know if you are interested in Bermuda. We only have so many that are pre-negotiated prices. If we have more, we'll always add it to the mix, but booking early is going to be the key. So this is going to be right after our Great Lakes trip. So we'll get off the ship in Milwaukee, and then we'll head on over to New York. And then we, of course, will have that fun for us in 3 nights in Manhattan. And then, of course, 7 nights on board Celebrity Silhouette, which really was a phenomenal ship and a great time on board. So that does it for me. I hope that you have had a wonderful day. Again, it's getting a little bit into the evening hours and closer to dinner time for us here on the West Coast. So I know that I can't thank you enough for joining us here. I hope to join you one more time live before I head on over to Europe and spend some time with some great Sail with Seth guests and our community in Norway, as well as our community heading over to Venice too. We've got some great trips lined up this summer, and I cannot wait to see all of you. And again, I do want to stress this to you. If you are interested in Alaska, I have one more day to sell 2 rooms. So even in the slightest interest in Alaska, the price, I can't reveal the price here because it is very low and Celebrity tells me not to on that specific one. So I can't make it public. But if you are interested at all in Alaska, it is the 7 nights on the cruise and then 6 nights on land. It is going to be a great thing. So I highly ask you to please go ahead and send an email to me for Alaska, or if it's for Bermuda, please go ahead and send an email to us about Bermuda. But again, Alaska or Bermuda or both or whatever, email us, Seth@sailwithseth.com, so we can go ahead and get you all of the latest information. All right. So that does it for me, for myself, for Joy, for Mariah, and all of us at Sail with Seth. Thanks again for being here. Have a great night, a great upcoming weekend. TGIF, we've made it to the end of the week, and we'll see you back here next time. All right. Bye for now.